Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Lilyflow from CZT Stefanie van Leeuwen. And Stephanie is a fellow CZT 20 classmate of mine, so very cool. I was excited to see this. All right, and it is rather neat. Okay, starts off now in my version of the step up because I'm like, how am I going to approach this? And so what I did on my version is, for those like me that need to figure out how do I approach this, and we're going to start, it's just going to put a nice C-shaped curve line, kind of, not quite the middle of where we want it. We do have some stuff that's going to come down here, so it has to be you have to have a little room below. So just so you're aware. So I thought, well, you know what? If I do a nice C-shaped curve line, and then from here, using the takeoff and land concept, it's kind of a squiggly-ish line, and I'm going to say it's not going to matter. It can be squiggly however you wish it to be. Yeah, and it'll be neat. So yeah, because I say that because my tendency is to, let me look exactly. Okay, she's got, one dip. Okay, so it kind of looks heart-ish, but not, sort of, kind of. And then the next one, I see there's two, and one's higher than the next. And then I work, I work to get that out of my head. So, but I know others' brains are like, thinking the same. So it's like I want to try to replicate it. So that way, at least once, and then we can have fun with it. But it doesn't matter how, what you do as far as the wiggly part. Okay, and I might put this one in the jiggly hand friendly. I have a playlist on the YouTube channel here, for those that have jiggly hands, and so I have where jiggly hand is jiggly hand friendly, like I said, because even if all of the rest of it was that, it would still look really, really neat. Okay. So continuing kind of with the takeoff and land concept, from the base here, I'm going to swing out another C-shaped curve line. And so in my mind, that's what I'm doing. I was like, okay, a C shape, and then we'll kind of go into the S-ish, type of shape, right? The squiggly. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but I'm flipping the tile so I can use the natural curve of my hand. Attempting, I think I got it just about, symmetrical. Some of mine, it was like, okay, it's leaning to one side. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then again, say if you stop and then adjust your tile if you need to, using that takeoff and land concept is helpful to avoid, you see a little bit of start and stop bump there, but by the time you do some shading and whatnot, and then you could go and redefine lines so that way it's all smooth, but using the takeoff and land minimizes that. Okay, now we have, to me, it makes me think of a moose a little bit. So, all right, then, let's see. So in the center here, and I'm just re-looking. So kind of going a little bit on, I want to look at hers again really quick. Oh, no, okay, no. Okay, I'm looking, but it doesn't matter. So coming from about the same place, and we're going to put another squiggly line like that. And then the next ones kind of overlap a little bit. So starting, this one kind of close to the edge, and then, coming and ending. So like I said, overlapping this one. So that way you get that neat overlappy look. And then here again, and then this one in the center, we're going to overlap this way. So I'm going to start here like that. And then the last bit for the top anyway is going to start way over here and end there, and it kind of, and then, yeah, mine does look a little bit lopsided, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So that way it's kind of tiered in a little bit. It just has a really neat look. Okay, then last steps. And this too, I separated out this first one. So you're going to, on either side of the center, similar thing that, as we've done. And then this one kind of hollow bowing. So whichever way you want to start, like I'm going to start here, and have it hollow bow. Essentially, we want it to look like it's, tucked under here. So I'm just going to stop at that line. And same thing here on the other side. Mine almost looks a little bit more, well, no, I was thinking it was more jiggly than I had done before, because sometimes I'll go a little too much, like I've had some caffeine or something like that. Okay. And then this is it. Except you can play and shade. And I do like that she used hatching as part of the shading. And so we'll do that. And that's just the little lines. I always want to call it something else, because hatching to me is what a bird does with its eggs, or turtles, or whatever. And I don't think of it as these little lines. And so let's see. I'm just going to start right here in the middle. And so just little wispy lines like that. But on the sides, you can have them, as you can see, I'm kind of curving it a little bit, and it adds to the shape. Let's flip and do it this way again. If you just, like I said, it's kind of a flick of the wrist. So that way you get that nice taper versus a deliberate line that has a definite start, definite end. It just adds a neat flavor to it. And so while I have this upside down like this, because again, I love how she did it. So let's do some of these layers. And I don't, on my version, I think I went through, I did more. And this time I'm thinking maybe not so many. You can always add. Oops, right here. Yeah, I made a lot of them. I think I like that better. Okay, and then out here, same idea. Although this one, I left a little bit more room than on my version of the step out. And then here too let's see, let's look at it this way. I'm going to go this way with the curve. So that way it kind of accentuates the, that it's kind of sitting on those petals. This to me, because I know it says Lilyflow, and I think, let's see. Oh, she had seen it somewhere. It reminded her of the flowers, that Alphonse Mucha has in his posters. But anyway, it is a really, really neat tangle, a neat structure that you could add lots of color if you wish, or just shading. You could do it a lot bigger and make it, more like your string or something like that. Okay, let's see how much. That is really dark. Let's try it down here first before I add any graphite. Yup. Oops. Sorry. Let me just do it off the screen here. Oh, wait. Oh, my screen is off the screen. It was verging. Okay. Let's use this layout 555 pencil from Generals and Zentangle. Oh, let's not do that, Heather. You did that before, and it caused a problem. Putting the tip of the pencil, like reaching over. It's like, no, that just invites issues. I wanted to just put a little bit here. That helps. Doing it just like, I wish I had done that there, but, well, let's make it match next time. And actually, let's put some more here. I might need to darken all of that, just because this is the base, right? But here's what I was saying. If I just come up like this with it, I don't like seeing the pencil line. And I was thinking that this would help. And had I done that from before, yes, I kind of like that. Okay, let's do a little bit more, because we have all of these layers. And the trick is avoiding the graphite remorse. I'm just going to go around the layers first because all of the, well, yeah, and then I'll go on those little sides after. And right here. And let's see if I can make that work again. Because I want to keep it darkest at that line. Now I could come back too with the colorless blender and darken that a bit more if need be. Oh, see, look at that, looks neat. So usually I use, you know, a little circular motion, but that really brings it out into wherever you're using it. Yeah, let's add just a little bit. You know, and having the pencil be sharp, but then using it lightly is what's helping me at the moment. And then we have this is a little too light because everything else has some darkness, so we're gonna have to fix that. Oh, and did I not? Yeah, I totally missed this one here too. You know, bottom line, you want to have just like, you know, this upper ridge showing, you know, having the natural tile color, because you might be using a different color or something. Yeah, so let's do just right here at the base. Well, yeah, that helps. Okay. And I think, as I mentioned, just put a little bit more down here. And I'm just pulling it down. Kind of like along with, you know, the hatching that we have. Oh, yes, like that. And then, because it's, well, oh, wait, because it's not really sitting on anything. Let's make it sit on something. Well, let's do it maybe right here. So just a couple of squiggly lines to designate that there's some ground there or something, a table, I don't know. And then we could also, oh, that's what I didn't do. Because I had mentioned as we were doing it that these are kind of hollowed out underneath. So let's bring that out a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. And that helps. It's just neat. And then you could add things to it if you want. Like I'm picturing some fancy fescues coming off of it or something. Oh, could. Just because we'll pretend it's on a table. I like to make up stories with my tangles sometimes. Okay, a lot of times. We'll make out like a wallpaper. We'll use therefore, which is just it's a little triangle of dots. It is a Zentangle original tangle, even though it seems seems silly, but boy, it really makes a difference. And just, you know, just random. Doesn't matter which direction it goes. There's some other ones out there. Recently I shared, yeah, that dot ball by Barbara Duell Johnson. Just something nice. It's like you just need something. Well, there it is. I'm debating on should we shadow the background, because that kind of looks neat. I'm thinking maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to leave it the way it is though for now because I like it. And I hope you do too. If you have enjoyed this, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, you will find links to the step outs. And then below those, you will find my link tree. And on my link tree is all of my social links to, hence the name, all my social media. So if you want to follow me, if you can go to my website and follow my blog. This is a daily tangle that I put out there from there. If you're interested in classes, I teach twice weekly, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays generally have a fee, except for the third Tuesday of the month, which that one is free. Generally, everything is always subject to change, but I do my very, very best to not do that. Thursdays, it's called Tangle Time. It's free. It's an hour. We take a tangle or two and play with it and have a lot of fun. So come and join us. Like I said, links are there. We also have a Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook. And when you click that link, there are 4 questions you have to answer in order to gain entry, just so that way you're aware. All right. I think that's it. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.